It's Ash from Super Videos back for another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about Sasha, Rosita and their assassination attempt and whether or not Sasha is going to be successful in shooting Negan. So obviously from the promo of 7/14 it's revealed that Sasha and Rosita are going to go on a suicide mission and they're going to basically attempt to assassinate Negan.
I memorized everything Daryl and Carl told Rick about the inside of Negan's place.
Jesus made me a map of the outside. It's far away, it's well defended. There's only two of us.
Are you changing your mind?
I'm ready to kill him. But I need to make sure you know what this means.
Do you?
They can't catch us alive. If they do, we give them something.
It's a one-way ticket for both of us.
And from the promo itself, there is one shot where we see Sasha got her scope from her sniper rifle on Negan or around Negan. Now, obviously, Negan is not gonna die. Negan is not gonna be shot. So even if we put the knowledge we have from the comics out of this part of the discussion, if you take a look at this new villain that they've been building up, who's Negan, so they've been building up Negan for like a season now. So they started from the second half of season 6 with Jesus' introduction and everything. We got introduced to Negan from that storyline. So they've been building up Negan as a villain for like a season. So if they've been doing that, they're not gonna have Sasha, who's not that big of a character, shoot him with her sniper rifle. So it's not gonna be that quick, especially 2 episodes before the finale. Now, if we assume that Negan wasn't a long-standing comic character or villain, if they were gonna kill him off, they would do it at the end of the season. They wouldn't do it 2 episodes before the finale. So because of that, we know that Negan is not gonna be killed. He's not gonna be shot. And we also know that Sasha is actually a very good sharpshooter. So if you put her in a situation where she can take a shot, like we saw in the promo, it's so clean, she can actually take the shot. So the only realistic thing is for her to shoot him. And the only way that wouldn't happen is if something interrupts her. So if a savior is behind her, pushes her, or if they notice her and start shooting at her, or anything along those lines, as long as she is interrupted. If she's not interrupted, she's not gonna miss. There's no way she's gonna miss. We've seen her shoot walkers from a distance, shoot even people from a distance. So I don't think she's gonna have trouble shooting Negan from the range that we see in the promo. Now, the other thing that comes into play is that it's repetitive. So it's happened before. Rosita attempted to assassinate Negan in the mid-season finale of season 7. Of course, she didn't shoot him and she ended up shooting the baseball bat, Lucille, and that was the end of that. But it seems like it's repetitive. So if they want to have another assassination attempt, it'll be a bit repetitive. Now in the comics, there was only one assassination attempt. And that was basically given to Andrea in the comics, who's the sharpshooter of the group in the comic book. And that whole assassination attempt in the comic book happened in issue 114, which seems to correspond to the finale of season 7. So that means that these two are not the same. So this assassination attempt is a remixed version of that. It's not a direct adaptation of that comic event. Now the other part of this discussion is that we've seen from the saviors, especially Negan, that he chooses to punish others for what someone else has done. And we've seen that over and over again. So Daryl punched Negan in the face. Negan did not kill Daryl. He ended up killing Glenn as a way to punish Daryl for his actions so that Glenn's death will always be on Daryl's conscience and he'll be responsible in a way for that death. We saw that again when Rosita had her assassination attempt. She failed. Negan did not kill her. Negan ordered Arat to kill someone else. And of course, Arat killed Olivia. We saw that just in the last episode. Even though it wasn't direct, but it still happened. So the storytelling aspect of it seems to repeat itself. In the last episode, we had Jared look like he's about to shoot Richard, but ends up killing Ben. So that's along the same direction as well. And to go even further, we can see that if Sasha and Rosita end up getting caught and Negan basically sees them together, he is going to notice that Rosita is there again. So of course, Negan is going to remember Rosita tried to assassinate him before. And if he sees that she wanted to do the same thing again, he might do two things. It's very possible that he might do any of these two things. One, he may just kill her because he sees that she's too dangerous, she's too much of a threat, and she needs to die so that the threat is gone for good. Because if Negan doesn't kill her, she might attempt to do the same thing in the future. Now the other part of it, Negan may not do that. Negan may stick with his own thing and kill Sasha instead. So just like he didn't kill Rosita, he asked Arad to kill Olivia, he might kill Sasha so that Rosita would be responsible for both Olivia and Sasha's death. That way she might be easier to control and she may not do the same thing again. Now there is the risk aspect of it, like I said, which may push Negan to actually kill Rosita instead of actually kill Sasha for it. So all of that being said, in my opinion, I think if both of these characters, Sasha and Rosita, are not gonna die by the end of this season, if only one of them is gonna die, it will most likely be Sasha. Now for Rosita, I think killing her will not move the story forward in terms of storytelling, because then Negan would kill Rosita because she's too much of a risk or too much of a threat, and then that'll be the end of it in terms of the assassination attempt. But if Negan sticks to his philosophy, I guess, and punishes Rosita by killing Sasha, that may end up having a big effect in Rosita, and that may actually go a long way in pushing Rosita's story forward and developing her character more and more. And based on what we've seen from Rosita in the second half of the season, specifically, this may actually be a turning point in her development. So I want you to share your opinions about this topic, about whether or not Sasha is gonna shoot Negan or not, and whether you think Sasha and Rosita are gonna live to see season 8. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll be back for another video.